Guys, we are back, baby. What is going on, everybody? Tuesday night chillin' chat. Let's effing go. We are back in the building. And not only are we back, guys, Home Arcade is back. So let's fucking go, dude. I am so excited as always, man. This hobby it just goes from better to best to the greatest to awesomeness. This is just it's a thrilling ride to take with each and every one of you, including my family. It's awesome, guys. It's awesome. Guys, we are back, baby. Can you believe it? I didn't even realize it was Tuesday. Little disclosure here. Didn't even realize it was Tuesday. It is. We're doing a show, so let's go. Guys, let me say hi to each and every one of you as well. We're gonna be rocking it out tonight, guys, as we always do. We have fun here at the CornerCade, baby. I literally fired up the arcade. I'm like, all right, so what am I gonna play today? I hopped over to the Midway Golden Tee, and then I'm playing like I think I just literally got into Golden Tee. I'm like, I'm just gonna keep it simple, stupid tonight, right? For right now, right at this arcade. And I even put Street Fighter versus X-Men on. Like I was set. I was gonna play the games, and then I'm like, oh my god, I got a show. I was like, I totally forgot it's Tuesday. That's okay. Slam down some dinner, got the house cleaned up. My wife's watching the kids. We're back. So we're ready to roll, guys. And so is Dr. Torque, because he's the first one in the house. First in line. Let's fucking go. That's right, Dr. Torque. Welcome back, baby. Prince Vinny is here. Danny, always glad to catch your stream. Thank you so much, man. It's people like you and J Rod here and everybody else in the chat that's tuning in that keeps us rolling and keeps us running each and every week. J Rod, thank you for being here. Julio Hernandez, one of my great moderators. Good evening, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Please hit the like button in the channel and subscribe. Yes, got to do that reminder. Some people just watch. They don't even realize they're not subscribed, right? Subscribe, guys. Give this video a like. Leave a comment down below. All the engagement always helps us grow, guys. As you see, we grow each and every day, actually. Mike Hawkers, let's fucking go, baby. We're back. Let's do this. Chris C is in the house. Fourth Horseman. He's like, hold on. He said something funny. He's like, I don't even know if we like it yet. Let's just slow down. Oh, you're the best, buddy. All right, Calvin Wong is here. Let's go. Let's see. Thumper Squid in the building. Hello. Thank you, man, for stopping by. Ted Adam Green is here. Let's go. It's back to being exciting time in Home Arcade community, Danny. It is. See, Ted Adam. I didn't even see the comment. You stole the words right out of my mouth that I already said. It truly is, man. It truly is like, we were so forced to just mod these cabinets. It's like, okay, well, I guess I'll pick up a Dynamo, Street Fighter Deluxe, so I can try to mod that into something that I kind of want, and then we'll just kind of figure it out and put the pieces together to the puzzle, right? And now it's like we got companies doing shit. We got companies doing shit, rocking and rolling. It's awesome. It's awesome all around. We're gonna talk about that tonight, guys, live and in the building. Emmanuel, the wise guy, making a very wise decision by tuning in tonight and having some fun with us. Hi, Danny. Looking forward to tonight's stream. Thank you, man, for being here. Jason, Little Alien, you're back, baby. My first favorite moderator, and that's not to play favorites to you other moderators. You got to understand, he's the one that paved the way. The man is a busy man, and I'm glad that he's here making time out of his day for a little CornerCade action on a Tuesday night. Mike Hawker's got a quick question here. Any good 99 Live promo codes? I have a bunch of cloud editions I will be building masterpieces for. Ooh, that is a good question. I could try reaching out to Greg for you and see where we can go. Let me know. Message me on Discord or give me an email at TheCornerCade@gmail.com. We'll work something out for you. Greg always appreciates the business, and when you're buying them in a little bit of a bulk like that, I'm sure he will help you out as well. All right, guys. So where do we start here? We got so much news. I love how it just comes out of nowhere, right? Trickles in, guys. Last we got together, we were playing a podcast and kind of breaking it down from this toy convention, right? This toy convention. You want to talk about arcades and toys? I mean, that's literally like James hates everything like Fantasyland. He'd be skipping around like Homer Simpson in Candyland if you guys have seen that episode. But I'm like, James, why weren't you in New York for this, right? Like this is right up your alley. And so kind of breaking that down with you live, the podcast, so much information to just overload, digest, and understand where now we got to slow it down a little. Now we got to process, right? The initial reactions you're always going to get from me no matter what. I'm going to be excited, guys, with excited things. I'm going to be disappointed with things that suck, right? It's just a human natural reaction. So now we're going to take that deep dive into everything. Now I know other YouTubers have done this, but not everybody subscribed to everybody, right? So we gotta take a look for the people who are on the CornerCade here. So let's do this. Our boy Paul Mindeman, aka Neo Hyper 64, breaks this down so very well. So let me try to make this as big as I can, guys, and let's put me in a little bubble somewhere. Let's see. Let's do this, guys. I'll be up here. I'll be up here chilling with you guys. And when we get gameplay streams going, this is what I'm going to look like. Let's go. Hopefully that's big enough for you guys. That's about as big as I can get it. But I love Paul. He breaks this stuff down. It's insanity how detailed and this is literally like cliff notes for YouTubers, right? So I am so glad that he did this. So let me zoom in here a little bit too. Let's see. Let's make this a little bit bigger for you guys at home. All right, whoa, that's a little, that might work, right? There we go. There we go. Testing out some things live. Okay, let's see. So here, this is the big one. 2 days ago, guys, this kind of just fell into place. Now we're going to, I don't want to say conspiracy theories because that's tinfoil hats, all that jazz. We're going to try to throw out some there that, shoot some ideas off of you guys in the chat to see if this makes any sense whatsoever, right? Whatsoever. So let's go ahead and read this first. So this podcast was breaking down a lot, guys. Okay. Now I'm going to kind of ping pong all over here, but I want to break this down real quick. So the product lines, this is what we kind of want to look at. So, I guess we can kind of tie in the conspiracy theory, not conspiracy theory, but you know what I'm talking about. The idea of what actually if Arcade One Up made kind of like what an alliance with Basic Fun, right? I put in the thumbnail. Everybody who's seen Seinfeld. If you haven't seen Seinfeld, guys, let me know in the chat because an alliance, that's exactly what they did. That's the first thought that came to my head. Now, this is just like so you got two kind of companies that have gone through some bankruptcy issues or whatever the case may be. They have money problems, right? I don't know the specifics, but they've had money problems, right? And what if they partnered up to say, hey, look, Arcade One Up's like, hey, look, we have the licensing for this, that, and the other, right? But we don't have enough cachet to pull this product out. You guys want to help? Maybe we'll work together 60-40 percentage, 50-50, whatever the case may be, right? That's one theory. James Hates Everything has let me know in Discord. And I was very curious to thinking of that. And then I just got a text from B Kirby before I started. And B Kirby said he left a comment, I think, on Mike B's video or something. And it's the funniest thing. B Kirby, if you're watching, I'm sorry. I'm like, can you text this to me? Because I'm literally trying to get ready for the show, right? And now I left my phone in the other room because I got to charge it. So I don't have the phone right now. So hopefully, B Kirby, if you're watching, put that comment in the chat or we'll try to find it some way, somehow, one way or another. But that's one thing that could be thrown out there because you got to wonder here, how did Basic Fun just get all that stuff? Like, just out of nowhere, right? Like this toy company that's doing plushies and board games and these little arcade units you'd find at like Walgreens. And then out of nowhere, boom, this is a concrete whole new plan that we have worth millions of dollars. And it just makes you wonder, right? It's like, where did this come from? Well, now that we've slowed down, we've got the initial excitement kind of off our chests. And So yeah, that's one theory. Another theory is that Basic Fun maybe like John D's kind of doing stuff on the side, right? Working, getting the licensing, not saying anything, so no cease and desist are filed, right? That's another theory, right? Like, how is Basic Fun just gonna get the licensing to WrestleFest? Which I gotta be honest with you, I'm just gonna get this off my chest here for all you Mania lover, arcade lovers, for all you WrestleFest lovers, the amount of crap that we were fed from Arcade One Up that they claimed, well, it's just the licensing would be too hard. You know what it was? If this company got it, it's one of two things. You suck as a negotiator, or it was too much money and you didn't want to pay for it, or a little bit of both. That's the only way, unless this WrestleFest, right, is like a complete reboot with Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Kane or something, mankind. If it's not arcade original, arcade accurate, right? If it's totally different, then that was totally a different game, right? Totally understand that. You still got to spend a little cachet for that WWF/WWE licensing, right? So it's just funny because we were kind of fed this line of just bologna sausage, and I know maybe we were fed that line of people that aren't with the company anymore. Doesn't matter, neither here nor there. It was from Arcade One Up, right? They said, guys, we can't do this because of this, that, and the other. We hear that all the time, right? So it's very interesting. That was one thing that piqued my mind. I was like, whoa, interesting, right? And these things are just kind of coming through my head here live. And B Kirby is thank you. I told you he's here. B Kirby, I thank you, but I left my phone in the other room. It's charging. So if you could maybe shoot me an email now, shoot me an email of that text. that would be dope. I would appreciate it, man. I'm sorry, man. Unless I gotta put you guys in a commercial break and go get my phone, but it's got to charge. It's like almost dead. But yeah, so if you could do that for me, thecornercade at gmail.com, or if you just want to put it in the chat, we'll read it here. We'll get it up there. Oh, okay, there. It's got a comment somewhere in there, I think. So do that for me. That'd be awesome. But it just makes you wonder, right? And then I know they got Giddy, like Outrun, like, so there's Sega licensing, right? We heard that, like, oh, Sega's done, right? Sega's too much money. They're done. Konami, right? Konami, too much money, done. Like, not taking the chance, right? So it's just I don't know. It's like, just tell us the truth. Like, is it that hard? Is it that hard to just say, hey, we don't have them anymore. We couldn't negotiate a better deal, and that's it. Right? I mean, it happens in the NFL all the time. Quarterback leaves the team because the deal wasn't good enough. Or he just got cut or what, like, those things happen publicly all the time. So it's just very interesting, very odd. But that's a total side note, right? I digress, right? I digress. So maybe Basic Fun is just doing this all by their very selves, just like this one right here. NASA Canes fan, we got a $10 super chat coming in super hot, dude. All by your lonesome. How long do you think it may be before we see prototypes of these new games, particularly Star Wars? NASA Kane, um we, we trust me, there is every YouTuber in the stratosphere trying to get a picture of this thing. You know why? Yeah, views. Like that, big time curiosity and views, dude, because whoever finds these prototype leaked images are gonna go hit banana sandwich on these. So trust me, they're coming. I know people that have reached out to these companies. I have not. um I've been watching some YouTube videos of like other people doing content, like Pixel Dan, for example, right? At the actual event to see, hey, maybe there's an arcade in the background that they accidentally record. We can kind of snapshot it. Now, what I've heard is that these are exact clones of like Arcade One Up, right? The power sliders, everything, which then you have to beg the question is, are they working together? Right. I mean, we'll know a lot more as the days particulate. It'll be really good to see if there's no cease and desist, right? No cease and desist talk. Then you kind of know, right? But if these are exact like ripoffs and they're making them out of the same factory, I mean, you got to think that there would be some kind of legal ramifications that Arcade One Up would take, right? I mean, one would think, right? So I think these will come sooner than later. I really am curious to get follow up on this, right? Because there's so many interesting titles. Like, guys, we're going to talk about all of this. Like, guys, if you have questions, now's the time to ask them. Just like NASA Kane fans here, because there's a lot of cool things to digest. Like titles that guys we thought were dead in the water, right? WrestleFest, Star Wars, Turtles. Like we thought these things were gone. Like you'd have to mod them if you wanted to, right? You guys know why I sold X-Men, right? There you go. There you go. It's all part of the plan, guys. Let's go. So you gotta think other beat 'em ups are coming. Cowboys and Moo Mesa, X-Men, Simpsons. Like you never know at this point. And that's where that juices are back. This is the same feeling back when Arcade One Up was putting out T2, Ridge Racer, Outrun, like just Golden Axe, all these random games, right? Same feeling, same exact feeling we have right here. It's just we don't know what we're gonna get. But NASA, to answer your question again, I assume it's gonna be particularly quick because, to my knowledge, chat, correct me if I'm wrong, we got two titles coming in fall. Excuse me. So we got two titles at the end of 2025, two titles for 2026, and then they got 2027 plans. I think 2026, and it'll say in this article here that they're looking to do shooters and racers. Which, holy cow, can you imagine a shooter and a racer in an XXL format? We have yet to see that in the home arcade space. There's so much more to uncover and divulge that we haven't even touched in the tip of the iceberg since we've been doing this hobby together. I mean, I've only been doing this hobby for, since 2022, right? 2.5, 3 years, right? For you guys that got in early at 2017, I mean, these are things that we have never, ever seen before. So a lot of cool stuff. And, just to touch on real quick, B Kirby, the email is going to be thecornercade@gmail.com. That's the email right there. If you guys have anything, room tours, any information, that's where you go. That's where you go right there. Okay, so getting to the product lines here, right? This is kind of like the meat and potatoes here, right? And I love that they're doing this. Again, this could be, again, Arcade One Up learning from their mistakes, right? Learning from their mistakes. Because it's not one product for all, right? This is not a small console. This is not a digital product that you buy and purchase. This is not a small item. It's not a small ticket item either. So now you're giving price points from start to finish all over the board. So this makes it affordable for everybody to get into the hobby. That's one. And two, the form factors too. So if you look at Slim Katie, Deluxe, XXL, CounterCades, Baby Cades, whatever those things are, you have a wide range of products for the consumer for their home. You have people anywhere that are living in a studio apartment that might be badass to put one of these Slim Katies in their house, right? And they're like, hey, this is awesome. It works for me because I don't have a lot of space. I only have a living room and it blends into my bedroom, and I have a bathroom and kitchen. That's it. I've been there before. I think like the NBA Jam Slim Katie would have been dope, just as like a talking piece, right? And then to play basketball online, have some fun, and then having that arcade flair in your house, right? And then you have people, that have a massively huge basement, right? They can fit all XL, they can fit real arcades in there, right? So this is good. You're not cutting out any consumers that, may be interested in your product. You're really tailoring towards the masses. And you're going to see once you start to sell these things, who goes where and where the sales are. And maybe some SKUs will drop off that aren't as successful as other ones. Who knows, right? I think they're casting a wide net right now to really just kind of gathering all the fish and gathering the data. I mean, these guys, I would assume, have been sitting back and watching. They've been sitting back and watching. Now, one thing I will say is during the interview when the gentleman was asked, "Hey, how does the flight yoke hold up to Arcade One Ups?" He immediately said, "Better." Which then makes me wonder, okay, they aren't working together, because you wouldn't just trash product right away, right? You would have said, "Oh, it's very comparable," or you would have said the same, right? Something like that, right? Something like that. So, as far as the product line goes, we got a CounterCade, $180. I mean, that's around Arcade One Up's 150. I know they kind of cheapened out on their CounterCades, so they're a little bit different now. They're a little bit cheaper. Which again, with the screens getting cheaper now, you have to wonder, you have to ask yourself, are they going to be using what Arcade One Up used to use in the 4x3 BOE monitors? Or are they going to be using like 16:9 monitors? That's a big question that I have right there. That's one of the many questions I have about these products. Baby K to junior line. So what this could be is this could be one of two things. This could be the Peasant Cade from Arcade One Up, those 299ers that we recently saw the Mortal Kombat digital edition or whatever that monstrosity that came out on a GI Joe riser. So it could be that. It could be like the baby case that they did Paw Patrol and Pac-Man on it, but I think it's gonna be the latter. I think it's gonna be the 299 one with like no riser kind of thing, which works for some people, works for our GT85, right? Works for my son and my daughter. They love it when I'm working in the CornerCade and I had the risers and I would take the arcades off the risers. They would go right to it because it was like their size, right? They didn't have to get a chair. They didn't have to do all this production to set up. It was just boom there. Um, a slimcade size, so it looks 8 inches slimmer than a normal arcade. Now I don't know if the normal arcade is the deluxe line or a normal arcade. I would assume it's deluxe line that they're referring to. That'll be priced at 450. So you got 180, 250, 450. So a nice wide range of prices in production right here so far. An Ultra Series line, so similar to Arcade One Up's Deluxe. Here's the part that's a little interesting. So it says lit marquee and speaker grill covers, right? Which it's interesting to me. So are you saying the Slim Cades will not have light up marquees or grill covers? Now, I feel like those are things that you can't compromise. Now, maybe you for like the Ultra line, right? The Ultra series, maybe you do a light up coin door, um, light up buttons or something like that. You don't take like the core features away. That's the one thing I'm like, yeah, like I don't know. Like so again, maybe it was just getting excited during the podcast video. Again, I don't know how much I forget the YouTuber. I don't know how much he follows Home Arcade and whatnot, but that's kind of interesting right there. It's a little interesting point. So lit up marquee, speaker grill covers. You think those would come with both of them? I mean, a lot of us are gonna fall into the line of the Ultra series and the Supreme series, from what I'm seeing right here. So Supreme line likely gonna be XL cabinets, dude. I guys, this is goosebumps. I got him, dude. This is awesome. It's just so damn cool, man. It's so cool. I'm feeling it with the chat. Like this is awesome, guys. So guys, this is what I was hoping for. This is real quick, like this is what I was hoping for. Like John D or whoever, we were gonna have companies up the wazoo, right? The whole plan for Media One Up was to get all of these companies, 7 different companies making 2 cabs each, and we got a litter to choose from, right? We're just not going to be making 20,000 NFL blitzes kind of thing. You don't want to get stuck in that sort of that realm where now that you're diluting the product, right? So you're telling me we could do Street Fighter, whatever Arcade One Up puts out, whatever Basic Fun puts out, that's 2 more cabinets, right? uh Double Dragon, that's 5 XLs already. Like we haven't even talked about the Unico Big Red, that could be 6. Exciting times, guys. I'm telling you, save your money for September. We're gonna do hashtag save for September because it's about to get lit, and I'm already doing it, guys. I'm very, very excited. Okay, so XL cabinets are going to be at club stores, $599 with a value of 800 value. I mean, that's kind of like that falls around that 799 from the John D cab, the John D joint from Street Fighter that we found out that if you pre-ordered at 699. So you're right in that realm, which is great. Again, I'd love to see, like you guys are telling me, I'd love to see a prototype, man. I mean, that is what we're clamoring for. And trust me, once those come, we're going to be talking about it just like everybody else. Retailers. So there's thought here. It's not like a prototype was just made. They showed up at this toy event and are like, what the hell, right? It wasn't like that at all. Like there's actual thought brought into this. So Target, Best Buy, worldwide distribution, which is crazy. So there's specific names that have been thrown in there that will be purchasing these cabinets, which is awesome. So let's scroll down here, right? Let's scroll down here. So several license, and let me before I go here, let me catch up with the chat here real quick. B Kirby said, let's make here. Let's do this real quick. Oh, let's not make me go away. Let's do this. Okay. B Kirby says, I commented on James' stream that I possibly think Arcade One Up has licensing deal with Basic Fun. Okay, that's kind of what we kind of talked about. I know 2 people who saw those cabs in person. They said they're exact clones of Arcade One Up. B Kirby, you gotta get some information back to us. Are these 4x3 monitors? Was there a washout in them? We gotta know some stuff. Ask your contacts. Let me know, man. Let me know. That would be huge. He but probably has an email coming in hot. I'll probably have to bring that up here. Stupid Fat Hobbit. I was set to retire my arcade, then WrestleFest gets announced. That's right, baby. We're back. Stupid Fat Hobbit. We're back, baby. Just when you think you're out of it, they reel you back in, right? Okay, who else has to tell the wife? Babe, there's just one more. I'm promising I'm done. 100%. Like, well, my wife is stoked too. Dude, so I was playing the podcast actually today. It's the first time I was able to catch up with my wife on all this, right? And she was like, "Oh my god, my hands are slammed, like sweaty and clammy." I was like, "You can feel that. You got the goosebumps. Can you feel that?" So she is excited. Like she's excited. Dude, let's go. We got Murloc in the house. Hello from Germany. What's going on, man? So it looks like Basic Fun is worldwide, and I guess the CornerCade's worldwide too. Let's go. Thank you for stopping by, man. Thank you for stopping by. Look, you got a big hello from Thumper Squid. Let's go, man. The Dutchland. Let's go. Okay, B Kirby sent Oh, I was right. Look at that. Baby Cades on the peasant Cades. Look at that. See, the CornerCade is here for you and the masses, guys. Let's go, baby. All right, he sent me an email. So we might have the prototypes here live and in the building. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, B Kirby. I wouldn't do that to you. Oh, by the way, it looks like I pulled this up. My package is delayed, but it'll be here at 8 o'clock tomorrow. Miss Pac-Man Deluxe is going to be here in the house. Let's go. I want to shout out to Games Plus for sending me over this article too. I'm not much of a Reddit guy. I'm barely a Discord guy. So shout out to Games Plus for sending me over this article that we're breaking down here from Neo Hyper. Awesome stuff, dude. Thank you so much. All right, let's go back here. Arcade One of Basic Fun. All right, this is a lot. I'm gonna try to put this on screen so you and I can all read this together here. All right, guys, hold on. Let's do this. Oh, that won't work. Okay. Let's cancel that. All right. Maybe I'll do this. I'll put this in a comment. Will that work? I don't know if that's going to work. Oh, that will work. Holy moly. This is the biggest comment of my life. All right. Here we go. The CornerCade says, oh, this is really from B Kirby. This is an email here. We're just going to try to read this together, guys. I commented on James or P-Dub's stream a couple days ago. I saw Michael B put it out on his video today that I personally think Arcade One Up has a licensing deal with Basic Fun. I know 2 or more people saw these cabs in person. They're the exact same clones of Arcade One Up's. Basic Fun already had a lot of these licenses in place from their little handhelds. They just needed to be able to build the cabs like Arcade One Up. Arcade One Up has the patent and the build design of at-home cabs like this. No, that doesn't mean just a shark fin design, which that's huge because nobody wants that anymore. We're so beyond that. They don't need to get a new patent every time. They just tweak the look of their cabs. Let's see, let me scroll down here. The patent covers the build process, design, and manufacturing components needed to build the cabs. The ALU, MVSX, and iArcade weren't put together like Arcade One Up cabs. That's why they were never sued by Arcade One Up. Good point. Good point. That's why Iconic Arcade has a cease and desist for copying Arcade One Up's patent exactly. For Arcade One Up to make a licensing deal with Basic Fun is a win. Win for Arcade One Up and obviously a win for all of us. Licensing deals normally are good. For Arcade One Up sits back and collects a check. Now that's why Arcade One Up hasn't made any new cabs. It's a smart move on Arcade One Up's behalf. So good point, great point all around. Well, chat, what do you think of that? I mean, again, is 2 and 2 equaling 4 here? Could that be? I mean, that's a lot of where there's smoke, there's fire kind of thing. That's what I was kind of thinking. James brought it to my attention. I'm like, yeah, that's a good point actually. Like, and B Kirby 2 sent me a text message, so that's really cool, man. Like that's, I mean, it doesn't matter who's making this stuff as long as we get it. We're all used to the Arcade One Up build design, right? We're all used to the quality. We love it. Let's just move the drill. We can mod it if we don't like it, right? I put new buttons in immediately before it even gets assembled because the buttons are a must, right? So if that's the case, then this is cool. This is good, right? Because it doesn't matter who's making it as long as we can put it in our homes, right? Like Vic Vicious still probably wants an afterburner. And look at this. I knew it. I can knew it. I don't know who can do it. Just do it. Somebody please. I will say this, Vic Vicious, this is about as close as you're getting right now to that happening. When these guys, and again, you gotta buy the products in order for this to keep going, right? It's the same thing with Glenn's FU. It's the same thing with Wonderland Amusements. We're gonna talk about them. You gotta help the companies out so they can keep going. Because if you buy these cabs, then maybe Afterburner starts coming. You don't know at the end of the day. I think it's going to be an XL outrun. You gotta wonder next year if that's coming down the pipeline, end of the line. He's on board with this too. He's like, dude, Spy Hunter XL Afterburner, let's go. That would be amazing. No, Calvin Wong, we don't have any information. This was bought just based off a podcast so far. All the information, I left that podcast in this video's description. So go click on the link, check it out, and have some fun with it. Give me 1 second. Super Fab says, yes, Afterburner, Spy Hunter, and Paperboy. It's funny that you guys want that. If we're talking racing cabs, right? I'm thinking stand-up Hydro Thunder. I'm thinking I would love like a Fast and Furious, like an XL, right? Because that game was fun, and maybe they do a little better graphically because the chipset from Arcade One Up is a little, it's kind of handicapped. But I would take a Daytona, obviously. Cruising USA is okay. It's okay. I like Hydro Thunder more. But racers like Outrun, that would be fun. But yeah, it is interesting because it is interesting that you guys bring up the Spy Hunter, the Paperboy, the Afterburners. Not bad. I mean, guys, we want new titles and bigger form factors, right? I think that's where that's at. Okay, let's see. 2 of my friends said they're exact clones of Arcade One Up, just different names and the size of the cabs. That's really interesting. Like that's really cool. That's really cool. And if they're working with Arcade One Up, we don't have to worry about any cease and desist, and we can guarantee that these products are coming down the pipeline. Maybe Basic Fun acquires Arcade One Up, in the future or something happens with a merger. I mean, as long as we can get these games, guys, I don't think any of us care where it's coming from. Retro Roofer. I emailed VMI about what's going on today, and they told me they will send me an email, so we'll see what's up. Retro Roofer, keep us posted, man, because I still want that Street Fighter to come out. I got so excited for Alpha 1, 2, and 3. Third Strike on there. Dude, we want them all to come out, man. We want them all to come out. NASK fans, I wonder if that means the games will be on a PCB. Hopefully that's the case. PCBs are better quality. We'll see. I mean, the details of the Eternals are not yet, disclosed or out there in the wild. But trust me, there's going to be things that are matriculating down the road. I would love to get that guy on for an interview. That Basic Fun guy that was down there. Oh my god, that would be dope. Just asking questions and everything, man. Right? All right, let's see here. Let's go back to the article real quick. All right, this wonderful Paul Mindeman article. All right, so several licenses were announced, as you guys saw and heard. Centipede, Atari, including the 26 era console games, which I found zero value in those, right? None of them are good. Like they're not for me. They might be for you guys, not for me. The Ultra Series gets 50 games, Supreme gets 60, which is interesting that they're doing this. So another Arcade One Up like breadcrumbs. If they had that, they don't have it anymore. But it's interesting, like, okay, this is like the same copy clone setup. Supreme gets 10 more games. What other 10 games could they possibly do from Atari? That's pretty interesting, like just thinking about that, right? So it looks like these Supreme, the XL models will get the best of the best, the creme de la creme, and that includes games, guys. It includes more games, which also is interesting because that's a separate development cost, right? You think to put different games, who knows, right? Who knows, right? It's all these questions that kind of just come to my head here as we're chatting and talking about it. Star Wars, possibly based on the Return of the Jedi art, will include a yoke, which is awesome for all you Star Wars fans that got rid of your Star Wars. I mean, this is a chance where you can have you can possibly have an XL Star Wars. Like that's cool. I know I would get it. Like that's awesome. That's awesome. Return of the Jedi, that'd be interesting. I saw that that form factor variant. I've yet to see a Return of the Jedi in person, so it just looked pretty cool. Big one here is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So they're not. It's interesting because they're not doing it in a Slimcade edition, so it looks like not all of these will come. Not all of these will come like the same. Like you're not gonna get a Turtles and Peasant Cade or the Baby Cade, Slim Cade, Deluxe, and XL. You might just get it in an XL, right? Who knows, right? I don't know. It's effing cool no matter what, guys. I'm telling you, right? No matter what. Okay, so In the Ultra Supreme tiers, 4 players, which stinks. Guys, you gotta I'm telling you right now, if anyone from Basic Fun is watching, you got time to redesign that. Nobody in anywhere wants a 4-player control deck. I don't even care if it's on an XL. Nobody wants a 4-player control deck. But I will tell you this, it'll keep guys like 99 Lives, Greg over at 99 Lives in business, and possibly GI Joel here. So we'll see what's happening with that. So Lit Marquees, Turtles in Time 1, 2, and 3. So this are these like console games then? And it was, how many games are going to be on these things? 14, 20? Like I don't think we got a number to that. So that's kind of interesting with this. Is it just going to be 3 games? Could you possibly put well, here it is. I'm reading it. I'm like, wait, the Cowabunga collection. Holy shit. Like, including console games. So there you go right there. And the Cowabunga collection. So there could be other Konami beat 'em ups on here as well. Jesus Christ. This is insane. I read this article once and I'm like, oh my God, I can't. The amount of excitement that's I smile, I can't get it off my face. That's so cool. So you could get your Sunset Riders, your Cowboy Moo Mesa. Who knows? I don't know what you can really pair with certain IPs and licensing. That's way above my head, but it's exciting as like a fan, just sitting back and watching. That's cool. I know Thumper Squid is excited for the Cowabunga collection. Now, one thing we weren't asked or haven't got confirmation on is Wi-Fi. We don't know, are these things going to have Wi-Fi? And would you be able to play online? If you can't play online, I'm not going to lose any sleep over that. I got to be honest with you guys. But you got to have the Wi-Fi for updates and patches and anything like that. So that's another component a question that I had in the back of my mind. Along with the screens, what do we do with Wi-Fi here? Is it not going to have it? Is it going to have it? Will there be online play with these as well? So Pac-Man, obviously, I mean, everybody is so sick of that. That's why I don't even like put them in the thumbnail kind of thing. But it looks like there's going to be a Pac-Man too, which is weird because if Arcade One Up is making it, are they working with these guys now? Like, it's interesting. Would that affect their sales? I don't know. It's just interesting. Maybe they do one skin, the other guys do another skin. Who knows, right? This is exciting. And then they said WWE WrestleFest, right? And there'll be, Wrestle War, right? I'll be on that. WrestleFest. I don't know. You can't do WrestleMania. I wish this was WrestleMania. I'm gonna get it no matter what. WrestleFest is cool. To all the WrestleFest fans out there, it's cool. But WrestleMania, like that's got like all the characters, like the model looks cool, like it's just like got the fighting, like it brings it more into like the 90s. It's not so much like 80s Konami wrestling, right? Both good games, but that'd be really cool to have that. All right, let's see here. How does this relate to Arcade One Up, right? As many of us know, several of the above titles have been previously released by Arcade One Up, but now they appear to have moved to Basic Fun. Now, again, this could be like sort of like an agreement or a merger, right? So at least 4 of these product lines are. It's possible Arcade One Up has retained the rights to specific sizes, price points, and all that jazz, and Basic Fun has then secured the price points to something so they don't compete with Arcade One Up. Or it could be that Arcade One Up and Basic Fun are working together now, to kind of evolve and make some good stuff, which could obviously benefit each and every one of us. So, awesome stuff from this article, guys. If you haven't already, I will leave a link to this as well in the video's description, so you guys can check it out. Now, at the bottom here, it's kind of saying um, questions. It looks like what they got going on. What are the screen sizes? How will they be built? I mean, it looks like they're going to be kind of similar to Arcade One Ups. And then we were hinted on shooting, racing, 26, 27. So there's a roadmap. This isn't just like a willy-nilly thing that we made a couple prototypes that we brought to a toy convention. We have a plan in place. We have the investments, we have the production line, we have the titles, we have the cabinet designs. Everything is ready to roll. We have the everything planned out at least 2-3 years in advance. So this is all, the wheels are in motion kind of thing. So this is really exciting. I think down here it was just pictures of said cabinets, what we could possibly get. They just have the WrestleFest one down there. So really cool article. Like I said, this is an exciting time to be alive. That's all I gotta say on that. Um, but what do you guys have to say? Let's float over here in the chat here. Let me get some of these tabs eliminated. I was getting some emails here. Cool. Let's see here. All right, so I got a comment here from Sagi Kid. I'm worried about Arcade 1-Up. I had a broken Tempest PCB, which you're not the only one. Everybody's Tempest PCB broke on them. Some games wouldn't load. I decided to get a hold of Arcade 1-Up to get a replacement before they're gone for good. Yeah, it's a good idea. I don't know that the product quality can't be that great. I do wish that they would last, 20, 25 years, right? But I don't know. I'm gonna let the span. I hope it's not 5 years, right? I hope it's not 5 years. Yeah, B Kirby saying they have a 3-year roadmap, so this will be really cool. It's really exciting, guys, to get. I mean, shooters. If they're doing stuff with Konami, Sega, I mean, good God Almighty, can you imagine? Lethal Enforcers would be cool. Like, there's so many titles now that open up the possibility to the what ifs. We're not getting a bug hunter, it's like, give me something different, right? Give me something different, guys. For you fans of any Sega shooters, Sega drivers, I mean, Sega at the arcade is where it's at. Konami, unbelievable. Like, it's so, like, what a time to be alive. Like Drake said it the best, right? So, okay, let's go over here real quick. So we got that taken care of. You guys have any questions following up this article before we pivot? If you guys have any questions at all with this, I mean, this is going to be definitely going to be cool. I am over the moon happy that things are happening. I mean, like I said, so we could get like a possible 5, 6 XL arcades before this is all said and done. Kind of made me stop and wonder, like, oh shit, should I have like just kept deluxes? Like, I play the XLs, the screens are bigger. I don't know. It like made me stop, and I was like, oh no, what did I just do, right? But I'm like, nah. I mean, the deluxe. I look around, like the deluxes are cool. I'm torn. I wish the deluxes were just like a little bit taller. So if they had the height of an XL, right, and the screen size of an XL, but weren't as wide as an XL, I think that'd be great. I think that'd be like, my happy medium, because they don't need to be any wider, right? I think that'd be a happy medium for us, right? NASA says Sega means possible Turbo, Star Trek, etc. I mean, this is just awesome. This is just awesome, right? Who knows? The possibilities here are absolutely endless. They truly are, and it's great. It's great to see Atari back in the mold. For those of you know, Jason in the chat, he's a big Centipede fan. So him getting that XL Centipede, he would be day one. I would be day one. I mean, I just sold Centipede, right? B Kirby says, "Don't sell your deluxes yet." Now, you're right. I will be hanging on to some, right? Because I was going to use them to fill out the middle. So if you see behind me, Mortal Kombat, X-Men 97, Galaga Deluxe, my Golden Axe, which the Street Fighter this way, that's going to be a Golden Axe very, very soon, guys. You'll be very excited. And then Miss Pac-Man that's coming. That's going to be like in the middle. I'll still have Fast and Furious, Time Crisis, and Buck Hunter. I didn't have really any plans to get rid of those. The ones that I sold were the ones that weren't like the pristine deluxe. So the ones that had risers. I sold off Star Wars. Guy, can you imagine just getting a Star Wars just like beautiful? Like, oh man. Sold off Star Wars, Centipede. What else did I sell off? I sold Killer Instinct off, but it is what it is. I was hoping again to find, I was in the XL mode right there. I sold Class 81. These are, golden T, which I can get back. These arcades we can get back by just going online and clicking them, right? Like that's not like these things are, off of Centipede, but it had the bad screen. It was on a riser. Besides that, like these cabs, they're very obtainable to get. There's nothing that, X-Men was the only one that's like, okay, we're taking a real now we're in on it, right? Now we're all in here, right? But I think it's gonna be for the better. We'll see. Like this is gonna be exciting. This is gonna be exciting no matter what. Sagi Kid still likes the deluxe size, the 3/4 scale size the most. I mean, I was all in on that, But then when you hear of, hey, we're pivoting and just doing XLs, it's like, oh shit, you got to get on or get out. Like you're really looking at that time frame. Like, okay, John D's all in on this. What should we? We got to make a decision here. And this Street Fighter cab looks fucking awesome. They're gonna come out with a Double Dragon now. We got to go all in, right? Maybe I jumped the gun, maybe I didn't. I don't know. We're gonna find out here in the future, but I still got the core of what made the corner cake great, with the exception of Killer Instinct, is all here still. Um, we just oh yeah, and I got Pac-Man too behind me. I always forget because it's like right behind me. Look at that beautiful that Pac-Man looks pretty cool for what it is, right? So I got Pac-Man behind me too. That'll still be here. So the only one I would be like, oh, okay, like I sold NBA Jam, the 2-player one. Actually, I it wasn't bad for me. Like we were able to put all the wires behind because it was short, so I can push all the cabs back, give you more space in the arcade. Again, this is like people, small people problems, right? I don't have a huge basement, right? So that's one I would want back. But if you were going deluxe, but that's an easy one to acquire. It's not like they don't make that anymore. It's a brand new cab that is very, very active, right? Prince Vinny says, "Is Simpsons still in the cage?" No, we sold Simpsons. Simpsons was one of the ones that we sold. I would have to get a higher GI Joe riser for that. I wanted to mod it, get new buttons in there, speaker covers. There were some things I wanted to do to that a little bit more. Where I'm looking at it, and I had to get new side art too because the side art didn't match the riser. So I had like a black riser on top of the blue. It was like, damn, I really got to go all in for this, and I'm going to be spending a couple hundred more bucks. I mean, we're looking at 300, $100 for a Joel riser, 200 for the side art. You're in $300 with that, and I know I got it on a steal for like 139, right? But to me at the time, it wasn't worth it. Again, the control panel wasn't slanted. There's a lot of like nitpicky things where if you don't truly love the arcade, right? Like if it's not like, man, it's a form factor that it's got to be comfortable to play, right? And that's half the reason why we got rid of X-Men. Great mod that we did, right? For my wife, she's shorter. It was harder for her to play because we had to bring everything so high to keep it on par with the height of all the other arcades and bring the screen up. So there's some advantages and disadvantages to modding, right? There always is. So you're never gonna get it like how the factory produces it, but we can get it pretty damn close. And I think that's where we just went ahead and we just cut bait and got it for. I mean, we got $400 for it, so I was very happy with it. That's pretty much what we average. I got $600 for Killer Instinct. One of the viewers actually, subscribers to the channel, actually bought Killer Instinct, so he was over the moon happy with it. He saw what we did to it, saw the video, absolutely had to have it if that thing was for sale. So it was kind of a sentimental thing, right? It's very cool moment to get to meet, one of you guys in person. And I talked to him for like a good 30 minutes. So T Prez in the building. What up? Like number 11, guys, we're only at 11. Chat, wake up. I need this chat to wake up. We have 40 people in here. Vic Vicious, did you give it a like? Soggy Kid, let's go. Prince Vinny, where you at? Let's go. Stupid Fat, did you hit the like? Let's go, man. What are you guys snoozing at the wheel here? Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's see. I kind of like the 2-player NBA Jam. They should all be 2-player. No Cavs should ever be 4-player. If you want to play with more than 4 people, that's probably never going to happen. But then you plug in controllers or something and make that happen from there. I do think it's going to be awesome if the Cowabunga collection is on the Turtles. I mean, you got 6 people there. That's insane. This is cool stuff, man. I'm telling you, this is cool. Super Fab, yes. And in essence, yes. I kind of put that on pause. I put it on timeout for right now. We're gonna see what happens. I know Ezekiel kind of went all in on that, so Ezekiel like has all the parts. So we're gonna pause this right now, just because of the XL edition. And the only reason I'm going through with Golden Axe, it's kind of like a test run, guys. First of all, I bought everything up front, so the only thing I have left to do is get a control panel from GI Joel. He's got to cut that. His CNC machine was down. He was kind of making adjustments to it, and it kind of broke, so he had to fix it. So that's the only reason. This is kind of like a test to see, then keep it on board, because I might then go XL with a Golden Axe. So it's going to be incredible. Just hold the phone if that comes to fruition. So we'll see. Thank you, Soggy Kid. It's not like I'm like choke holding you, but it would be appreciated if you guys supported the channel. That's all I'm saying. Tony, see, you're late to the party, but that's okay. You're just in time, baby. Let's go. We're just talking basic fun and arcade one-up, possible merger, possible conspiracy theories. Vic Vicious, my home arcade needs a Cubert, Frogger, Burger Time, Robotron, Spy Hunter. Dude, Vic Vicious, you are core the 80s. I absolutely love it. And then he sprinkled in a little Primal Rage and MK4. Open Ice is great. I mean, you're just bomb titles left and right. RoboCop, Alien versus Predator, Aliens, and G.I. Joe. That would be an insane, very unique arcade. That wouldn't be a lot of Miss Pac-Man, Golden Tee, and Mortal Kombat, right? That would be definitely different. Games Plus, thank you so much, man. for all that you do here and emailing the CornerCade. Appreciate it. Appreciate you getting the info here. What's going on, man? Thank you. Let's go. We're only at 15 guys, but the conversation spurred and we got 4 more likes. So let's go, guys. I appreciate it. Remember, more people, the more you like the video, YouTube's going to shoot that through the algorithm and more people can discover us. More people can come on by and have fun at the CornerCade. Because, guys, it doesn't matter how big we get, guys. We can have 3 people in here. We can have 3,000 people in here, guys. I'm still going to be the same me. We're still going to have fun, guys. Let's go. Yeah, I've learned to love the 80s actually through this hobby. I really have. I was a 90s and aughts arcade guy, home console guy, played Hydro Thunder on the Dreamcast all the time. And then, I fell in love with the 80s, Crystal Castle, Centipede, you reimagine some of these games, Pac-Man, you just have fun again, That's what it's about. That's what it's about. All right, so let's see. We'll read this one real quick. Chrissy, I saw Zabo got a Golden Axe Deluxe kit on his site. I just dropped $500 on this stuff. Hold on. Hold the phone. Chrissy, can you do me a favor? Can you link that here so we can take a look at that? I want to know what all's. I might go get mine real quick just to kind of show you guys. Oh God, I'm excited. Guys, should I just go get it real quick? So I want to show you what, Joe, are you taking my idea, Joe? Joe, wake up! Oh, that's great. Joe's the best, man. I got that guy. I'm always texting him. I'm like, Joe, can you do this? Can you do that? Now, I will say this, Joe, you got it in record time to me. It only took 2 months to get to me. I know that's not bad, right? That's not bad. That brought me a smile on my face. I love how Chris C throws in there. I hope I can get it by Christmas. I mean, that's kind of like the reputation he's got. So, yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you. Because I have the bundle kit here. That's what he should be selling on his website. He should be selling this stuff. So you just click, boom, done. And for me to do the XXL Golden Axe, I got to get him all the measurements. So that's a whole separate discussion here. He does phenomenal work, guys. That's why I go to him all. I mean, he does work for real arcades. This home arcade stuff is a side project, right? It's got to be. Any restoration video you see, it's oh, I got it from Zabos, right? Or Zabos, or whatever however these guys pronounce it, right? Okay, let's see here. Let's pivot and shift just a little bit here to our boys over at Wonderland Amusements. And guys, these numbers are climbing as we're literally talking right here, right now. Kickstarter is active, guys. Look at it's going nuts. Look at it keeps going up. Let's go, man. I mean, they're doing a phenomenal bussin' job over there. Let's see if I can move this over here. There we go. So you guys can kind of see the bar here. This is incredible. The guys, Wonderland, you couldn't have happened to a nicer bunch of people. Honest to God. When you guys took me and my family in and were so nice to me at the Pinball Expo, I mean, it truly I just stopped everything. I was gonna record content. That's not important. YouTube is not important. YouTube is not life, guys. Gotta be honest with you. I was talking to Gary, Jerry, Peter, the guys down there, just such a nice bunch of guys that it's I just you put the content away. Let's talk. Let's talk. Right. Gary immediately started playing pinball with my son. Mind you guys, my son was 2 years old at the time, right? He's 3 now. And he grabbed his hand and just wanted to play pinball. That's what it's about. That's what we're here for. We're not here to interview or do content. We're here to play pinball. Let's go. It's a pinball expo. It's not the YouTube content creator expo. It was just fun, man. It was fun to just not be stressed, trying to make content, right? It gets stressful, guys. And then, so it was a cool moment. He talked to us for an hour. Jerry, nicest guy, had some knee surgery going. Let him sit, we were literally talking Arcade One Up and this new stuff that they got going on for an hour, guys. It was unreal. The amount of, and then, so when you see something like this, we've been covering these guys since then, guys. Since then, it's going on almost 6 months now. Unbelievable stuff. So, guys, the Kickstarter went live this morning. And it was fully funded in 2 minutes. So their goal was about $100,000 here, and they pledged it's surpassed that, guys. They've met that goal 4 times that amount, and we still got 29 days to go. Now, will that drop off a little bit? Who knows? It might, right? But these guys are going hard in the paint. It's a credit to each and every one of you guys that watch, all the content creators covering this stuff. It's absolutely awesome. It's tremendous. You guys are out here. You're showing up. You're showing out. Everybody that was interested in this, all the haters. What are you gonna say now, right? I know there are a lot of like real pinball enthusiasts that just like shat on this thing. Eh, Don't count out the home arcade crew, right? We love arcades and retro gaming just as much as you guys do. We just don't have the room or the pockets for it, man. So let's go. Julio Hernandez, we sold it for $500. So my second highest cab I've ever sold for. Killer Instinct, we sold for 600. You gotta understand when you can make up that difference right there, you gotta kind of say yes. It's not like I'm blowing these things out the water at $150, you know. Oh, great, Jason. Thank you so much for putting that in the chat. I'm gonna check that out. Hold on, let me pivot real quick because I want to check that out. We'll keep that. Hopefully the chat's not flying so I can see that. We'll click on that in a second because I'm curious. All right, so we got 413 backers, guys. Over $422,000 was pledged now so far for this. So a lot of people ordering things, ordering the different packages. So if you go down here, I mean, this is just it's crazy. Now, have I backed this yet? Not yet. No. There's a couple things that I want to see first. I want to see this thing play. When they initially played it, it played very fast to me, right? Now, my wife still wants to get this. This is a no-brainer, must buy. So we're going to have to work to some agreement here to try to get this settled. But here you can see here different ways, different ramps to go. You got 8 playable slots here. This is just cool for each and every one of you. And I want to know too in the chat, have you guys backed this? Are you guys in on this? Do you still have questions? Are you wanting to kind of get this? What we want to know. There's still like call out story music. There's still some things that that need to be said. It's cool here. They're giving a description of the lanes here. You guys can check this out. I did link this in the video's description as well, so you guys can take a look at that. Oh, you can see the caterpillar too. Looks like that one's fully done. He's got the hookah. That's awesome. That's really cool. And there's a Cheshire cat chilling in the tree. I know. Oh, that Queen's Tower looks cool with the red lit up. That's awesome. That's cool. So they can kind of see the stuff. I know you can buy the sculptures at an extra. They'll probably have that in this right here as we scroll down. There's a lot of stuff here. Here's the reward tiers, guys. Super cool stuff. I mean, so the cool thing is they're limited. Their White Rabbit early bird special, they actually increased it to 200 units when it was from 100 units. So and it still flew off the rails, which we all knew it would, right? And then the 849, that's the price point it's at right now. So if you want to get in on this Kickstarter, it's gonna be 849. Now you can get a little Tweedledee and Tweedledum 2-pack here. So if you want to find your Tweedledee or your Tweedledum and go a 2-for-1 double bubble right here, you can still save that 20%. So if you want to find somebody, that'd be a good route to go. They'll get shipped to different addresses and all that jazz. There was actually like 20 people that backed this $2,000 one. So there's like from when I checked, there was 20 people that got this maxed out limited edition Queen of Hearts edition. I gotta say that bronze, that coating, does look kind of cool. I suggested baby blue like North Carolina, which would have been cool too. But this bronze, something different. It's really cool. Kind of matches that plunger there. What do you guys think? Are you all in on this? Do you guys like this? What do you can buy all this stuff extra as well. There's the ball thickness. They're trying to see because this is stuff that I've never seen yet. Like I've never seen this. It's really cool to kind of see all this live. That they got in their Kickstarter now. So we've been following this for a long time. They got the replacement parts on here available day one. So it looks like replacement parts going to be available day one. That's awesome. I do appreciate Wonderland for listening to the community. 1 year warranty on this instead of your 3-month warranty, the 90 days that they originally said. So that was awesome. And look like this thing is scheduled to ship Q4 of 2025. So fulfill Kickstarter backers. So there you go. That's when you're going to be getting Q4, that September timeframe. It's going to be interesting to see if they. Oh, look, I made it on the website. Chat, wake up. Look at, there I am. Look at this P-dubs. Let's go, baby. We're scrolling down. Wonderland, let's go. I saw this lady's hair was crazy when we were there. I saw that. Oh, that's too funny. Yeah, so here it is, guys, at the Pinball Expo here. This is awesome, man. That's awesome. I made it. Oh, look at that. Oh, we got see. Oh, we got the logo on there too. Look at that. Let's go. We're back, baby. Dude, this is awesome. Look at their James Hates Everything Dubs cool toy. Look at that. I'm sorry. Hold on. Featured on. This is incredible. Got Arcades Anonymous on there. Michael B. Absolutely love it. Kongs Are Us. Oh man, that's super cool. Evil Genius Entertainment. Guys, we're back, baby. That's so cool. That put a smile. Look at that. Huge smile on the face. Oh my god, these guys are awesome. These guys are awesome. All right, they got the team on here. Let's go see. Let's go see this real quick. An incredible journey it has been, to be quite honest with you guys. Like it's this is just it's so cool. Like it's so cool. It's so glad to see these guys having the success that they're having. And guys, it's only going to be bigger and better things, more titles, more tables, awesome themes. Like this is just the beginning, guys. This is just the beginning. So it's cool, as you saw there, where they started with just this black box, right, all the way up to now the creme de la creme, Big Mac Daddy of them all, the Kickstarter is so successful. So shout outs to you guys over at Wonderland Amusements. You guys knocked it out of the park. Let's go. Give them a let's go in the chat, baby. Let's see where you guys are at. Let's see. Let's see here. B Kirby, he's all in. He's got his. Let's go. So that's number one on the docket. So B Kirby's picking one up. Awesome. Got in for you're getting to get in at a good price no matter where you are. Vic Vicious is going back to Golden Axe real quick. He said, I sold my Golden Axe. I need a new PCB to mod the new one. Where can I find a PCB? If you have the serial number, you can actually, like, the serial number on your arcade, you can actually contact Arcade One Up and they will let you purchase one. B Kirby's hyped. B Kirby's hyped. He said, I can't wait to get this Wonderland pin. I love that. How you put the pin on there. That's cool. That's cool. Darren King is back, baby. He says, I'm very happy for Jerry. This Kickstarter success. Wow, it's at 422,000 now. Again, they knocked this out of the park. They only needed 100,000. Jerry said, he went on record saying, look, we could fail at this Kickstarter. It's still coming to retail. Like this is happening. We don't need the Kickstarter to make this happen. It's happening. Dre Gott, you're here, baby. Let's go. What's up, chat? What's going on, man? Thank you for stopping by. Darren Kang says, typically the two biggest days of Kickstarter are day one and the final day. So would expect to slow down considerably. Kind of, yep. That's kind of what I was kind of thinking. Maybe some people seeing some gameplay. I know B-Kong's gonna be at WonderCon. It's such a cool name, WonderCon. And then I think once maybe some people see kind of like the damn near 97, 99% final product, I think that's when they might be kind of all in. I know who's ever down there playing, if you have friends going, I think a lot of people are going to rely on, B-Kong and the content creators that are going down there to really like get their opinion on it, because it's hard to buy something when something like this, how it's got to feel how it plays, right? It's not like a virtual pin where if I don't like Monster Bash, I can just go to Attack from Mars. It's not like that. This is the table. That's it. There's no, and that's a big concern. That's one of my kind of concerns. My wife's like, we're going all in, do it. And I'm like, well, what if I don't like the table? Like I gotta be able to play it a little bit to see how it feels. And I think once I do that, or once I see and trust, the people that are going out there to really give us that information, I think then you can divulge and say, okay, this is cool. Like this is worth it, right? This is worth it. Like, let's do it. Holy Internet says, Danny, the $1 million question is, what is next for the CornerCade? What's coming? Alice Goes Wonderland, Iconic Arcade, Basic Fun, all these great choices. This is why Home Arcade is back, baby. And I know some people are getting tired of me saying that. Well, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, Home Arcade is back. They're thriving. We're ready to rock. We're ready to roll. Like, this is an exciting, awesome time. And it's so different, guys. Darren Kang, everybody in the chat, like, we were at a point of Home Arcade where it's like, again, I'll reiterate. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'll say, okay, well, here's a good example, guys, real quick. Pac-Man Plus, right? Gifted me from the great Ezekiel, the Chicago Retro Ranger, and that's not taking anything away from B Kirby, the Chicago arcade gamer, right? But this was gifted because we were going to do a Frogger Deluxe, and this thing was going to look monstrous, right? Cool for a Frogger. Because Arcade 1 was never going to make a Frogger, right? So we were going to do that. We're going to do a Frogger, right? And so we're buying these cabs now to then mod, which modding is fun, right? Don't get me wrong, but you're buying a $4.99 cab, you're modding it right out of the gate. Joe Zabel's package is about $200. Could be any more than that. It could be 500, right? Whatever the case may be. Let's just say 250, whatever it is, right? So now you're getting up there. I mean, you're paying like, with trying to get the ROMs, everything on there, controls, buttons. We obviously replace the buttons. I mean, you can get up to $850 easily for a deluxe cabinet. It's like that really pushes the threat. Plus time, like Sabos isn't cranking this out next day air. You're waiting like 4-6 months or whatever. So modding is very challenging. It's very grueling. It's very intensive. It's a marathon to mod. It's a modding marathon. And so most of us, including myself, would like to just unbox something, have fun, and play it right away, right? Like who wouldn't, right? That's just like the world we live in. So what's next for us? Okay, so we got shakeage here. So what's next for us, right? So right now we have the deluxe cabinets in here. I got 2 XLs. I got NBA Jam. I got Midway Golden Tee, right? We got Time Crisis, the At Games Legends. We got Big Buck Hunter. We got Fast and Furious. And we got sprinkles of random, the random arcades you see right here. We're going to add Miss Pac-Man Deluxe tomorrow, right? And then that's it. We only have like a handful. We have like 13 cabs. We're going to have 14 coming here. So I have to kind of pick and choose, and you can't get everything, right? So when Iconic Arcade obviously came out that Street Fighter, I'm like, duh, right? Like who didn't say that, right? And Double Dragon, duh. Like having those two would be awesome. And then you make the transition to XXL, right? Or XL, however you want to phrase it. The Wonderland Pinball is very similar to the At Games. And what I was thinking about moving those two into like this closet that's right here, breaking down the closet and calling that Pinball Alley, like getting it decorated cool, right? And then I just freed up another space for another XL. So that would be double bubble what you'd want to do, right? That makes the most sense. Right now, I've actually been adding artwork. So if you notice, if you're a fan or follower of the channel, if you go up here, all these marquees that are up here, and they're right up here, they go all the way around the room now, right? They go all the way around the room. You can kind of see it here too. Those used to be below the pictures to fill in. If you can't see it, but if you stand in front of a machine, there's a big gap. There's like about this much room before the picture hits the arcade. And there's a big gap there. That space was just it wasn't occupied by anything. So I had the marquees filling out, but I got to bump up everything now because the XLs are taller, and the XLs will come like right to where the picture is, so it would cover the marquee. So you get the point, right? You got to move it. You got to transition everything up. Now I'm looking for something here. I'm looking for like a LED sign would be cool to kind of go with the Let's Go. A ticketer, sports ticketer would be cool. You can put like anything you want on there. So something game room related. I'm looking to go there, and then I have a couple random spots around the arcade that I'm trying to do some stuff with. And so I'm finalizing artwork right now while we're waiting on kind of like these machines and what's going on, which is a good idea. I mean, that's something that if you guys in your home arcade, you gotta have it, you gotta have the atmosphere. You can't just have white walls. You gotta have an arcade atmosphere. So that's why I would urge you, save a little bit, because September is gonna go buck wild, guys. It is gonna be a madhouse on Madison. Review videos left and right. Like it is going to be crazy, right? I'm telling you, October, September, November, that time frame is going to be insanity if all these products can come out, right? Just in time for Christmas. So it'll be really cool to see all this. Now, as far as what we're getting, so the Alice Goes to Wonderland, I am 50-50 on that. I do want to get it. I need to see a little bit more, though. Need to see just a little bit more. Wife, absolutely 100% in on it, which is awesome. It's just cool stuff, right? So if we end up getting that, they'll have 2 pins. We'll put them in the closet for sure. I've already kind of discussed what we're going to kind of be doing, right? We're going to have fun doing that. Closet will be tricked out with like lights and Pinball Alley. Trust me, we'll have all these pictures to show in the stream. That's one way to go. Other way to go, basic fun, iconic arcades. That's where my heart is at. The arcades, they always will be. I fell in love with pinball with this hobby again. There's so many choices out there, and then Arcade 1-Up, whatever they're going to kind of come out with XL wise. I hope none of these bigger arcades have 16:9 monitors in it to shrink the playfield down. I do not want that. That is going to be a huge red flag and a big, big turnoff if that happens. So much like you guys, we're going through the same thing. So right now, artwork, I'm kind of hemming and hawing, doing some things here. I'm just kind of looking for signs. I'm looking for the right LED signs. I saw one on Amazon that had a guy doing the sonic boom and like doing the Hadouken, and I was like, that'd be kind of cool. But like the spacing, I only have 8 inches up there. It's not a big spot at all, but it's like half of it would then be cut off. So I don't know. I'm digressing. I'm thinking about stuff that we're gonna be doing. We got plans though. This is exciting. It's not like, again, we're not in a rut. We're not dead where it's like, oh, Home Arcade sucks, man. There's like nothing. Well, I guess I'll get this Dig Dug and then try to like mod it. Like, this is exciting where it's like, oh shit, I gotta sell some stuff because there is shit coming that's actually premium and stuff that I want, and it's actually gonna knock our socks off. Fourth Horseman says, I wonder if they have the ability to even produce that many. It's a nice problem to have. Yeah, this is great. This is, trust me, the boys over there are toasting, dude, and they're gonna crank these things out. I guarantee it. Chris C, I'm waiting for early reviews, pre-ordered Alpha 2, and plans for the FU Kickstarter. So this is great conversation. Guys, let us know in the chat what you're planning on doing here. So it looks like Chris, he's like, hey, I want to go the FU Kickstarter. Alpha 2 is great. Chrissy, do you have the rest of like RT1's XL line? Is that kind of what you're building off of here? Are you selling deluxes to kind of upgrade to some of these? These are all great options. All great options to have. This is a great problem to have in a Home Arcade right now. Prince Vinny says it looks very, very, very amazing, cute. The space, the money, the pinballs, everything. Let's go, dude. Dr. Torque says, Danny, after backing John D on the Alpha 2 and it's going dark, I'm a little hesitant to throw out more cash on this one. Looks like I'm gonna have to wait a little. Yeah, Dr. Torque, great point. Much like all of you guys, I can't just throw down $850 and then just watch that money disintegrate and just wait for like a year or whatever. I can't do that. So I'm gonna wait a little bit. There's some things that what we're using. Like, I have cash set aside for when I've sold some of these arcades. Again, could you say right now let's say it's 400, 4, 8, 12. So really, I would just need to sell. Think about it like this, guys. Would you trade Dig Dug and this Mortal Kombat for the Wonderland Pinball? That I want to ask that in the chat, guys, and I'll catch up to the chat. But that's kind of like the dilemma. You sell each of these for 400. I mean, you're right there, right? We don't know shipping either. I don't know if that's been confirmed in the Kickstarter. If it was like $50, I heard that there was like a coupon free. It was like $100. So, I mean, that's a pretty good deal, right? You're trading Dig Dug, Mortal Kombat for a Wonderland Pinball. I think that's a no-brainer. I'm running out of tea here, guys. I might have to go get the Zabos and go get a drink and put you guys on commercial. Fourth Orison says, I've never been to Alice in Wonderland, to be honest, and I have a real pin. What real pin do you have? Let me know. So he's not into the theme. He's not into the theme, so. Yeah, I did. Isn't that cool? That's dope. I just saw that. I was like, dude, I made it on the Kickstarter. Let's go. That's awesome, dude. I love those guys. Let's see here. New name, to my knowledge, Nazapalooza. They are off to a good start with the funding. Yes, 100%. Like, these guys are ready. They're ready to kind of get this settled and then move on to the next one, right? Let's do it. Let's keep them rocking and rolling. Hank is here. Hank is saying, dude, I was the 29th backer on the White Rabbit version. Congratulations to Hank, getting in and getting early. I bet you're hyped and you're excited. I can almost feel it, man. This is an awesome time to be alive. David H., thank you so much, man, for stopping by. Let's go. Prince Vinny said, yeah, sadly, modding takes so long and you have to contact like 5 different places just to mod it. Yeah, there's a lot that it involves. It's not as simple as just like slapping it on and going next day. It takes a lot of time. That's why you guys have not, you've yet to see all these mods yet, because it's a process. It takes a long time. Chris, thank you for getting back to me. He's 3XLs, Golden TXL, Shack Jam, and Pac-Man. Great. I'm thinking about trying to maybe find a Pac-Man XL, but with this new company, Basic Fun, doing their stuff, so I don't know. Maybe you wait. It's not like I need a Pac-Man. It would just be cool to have it. KI Pro, though, that's the one I'm looking for. That's kind of like my White Rabbit right now, right? I'm looking for a KI Pro, and I know Killer Instinct's not going to really be done again, so that's the one I'm looking for, and that's the one that I would love to have going forward. So I keep my eye, I check a marketplace every day, check eBay, see what you do, see what you do. Kato says I would definitely take the pinball for those two calves. Yeah, no brainer, right? Like it's a no brainer. Like these guys, these YouTube channels sometimes will criticize you and ask, "Oh, you get the money for that?" Well, I don't know if I sold those two bozo calves, which I have two Mortal Kombats right here, guys. I got two of them. So would you take two Mortal Kombats for a pinball? I think so, right? Like, wake up! Like, yeah, it's a pretty easy trade, guys. I'm a general manager here of my home arcade, and as you guys are of yours as well. Like, it's kind of no brainer when you break it down like that. You're saying Atari Centipede and Dig Dug, two bad monitor screens with riser cabs that are old designs. You wouldn't trade those two for a Wonderland pinball? I'm just throwing it out there. You wouldn't trade those two for an XXL Alpha Street Fighter 2? Are you out of your mind? Good God. The fourth horseman's got a Venom Pro stern. That's awesome. A Venom Pro. That is pretty cool. Do you play it a lot? Like, does it get a lot of gameplay? And the pins are cool. Like, when I'm at the arcade, I do go to the pinballs. It's fun, man. I'm telling you, this hobby is absolutely fun. I'm so glad I found this hobby. It's so cool. Where are we at in the chat here? Let's scroll. Julian says CornerCade is pulling off an all-nighter. Let's go. Danny's just starting. Yeah, you damn right. Manny in the house. Manny times two. I have MK2 Deluxe and 30th anniversary Street Fighter. Should we invest in this on something else? Okay, so you are just starting out in the home arcade, and these are the only two you have? MK2 Deluxe and 30th anniversary Street Fighter. Should we invest into something else? Let me know. If you're just building your home arcade, I would look to maybe go XL, but if you want to stay deluxe, it looks like Basic Fun is going to have you covered so you can hang on to those. But I would definitely do deluxe versions and up. I would get rid of, if you have anything riser, those are in the past now. You got to move on. I sell my homie old 3-4 calves for cheap, but holding on to all the hard one-ups to find, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, you still want to, there's some equity in there, right? There's could be some profitability, so you hang on to it, you see what happens. I have the cash. It's like the off season for me. I got rid of all the bad contracts in the CornerCade, all the bad players that were overpriced. I got rid of them for equal or lesser value. I would say equal value, to be quite honest with you. 400 a cab, awesome stuff. Sold like 7 cabs. We're back in the business. So now I got the equity to do what I want, because with all these decisions now, we can just go. And the reason I did that, guys, because you're like, well, you didn't need to do that. Right now, a KI Pro could be listed. I got to jump on it. I can't be like, oh shit, I got to sell 4 cabs to get it. Like, I got to be able to jump on it immediately. So that's why having the cash, guys, cash is king, is ready to rock and roll. And we still have, the Wonderland we could put down too. So we've got options. We got the cap space on the team right now for you sports fans out there. We got options to let it rip. So Fourth Orson says, I played on the weekends. It's not an easy machine. That's cool, though. It's really cool to have it's really cool to have that stuff in your house, man. It's really cool, dude. Like, it's just cool to fire up an arcade and just go play a home arcade in your house. Like, this hobby's awesome, dude. Stupid Habit says, don't get the hype for Wonderland Pinball. One pinball table. I'll gladly keep my 4K pinball and play the real one on a local arcade for Scratch the Itch. Yes. So that's kind of how I am. I do fall into that mix. I love my VPen. I love my AT games. I can't say the same for Wonderland because I don't have a Wonderland in my house to play it yet. But when my wife gets on the AT game, she says, she was a big advocate of this. She wants pinball. She said, it's just not the real thing, though. And my wife is a casual pinball player, right? She doesn't work for Stern. She doesn't go, she's not Carrie Hardy, right? Like, she's just a casual. And the casuals are saying, but it's not a real one. It doesn't have that real feel, even with the SSF kit. I think the thing is phenomenal, right? And that's not because I have an NDA with that games. That's not why I like it. I like what I like, right? But I think it's great that SSF kit really does immersify you in the experience, right? It's so immersive to hear the ball, to feel the ball through the SSF kit rolling on the ramps in the playfield. They made a great product, but she's right. It's not a real pen. It does its best to be as close to that experience as possible, but it's not a real pen. And that's the difference with this project. And you guys know it. You guys backed it who are in the chat right now. You guys know why you backed it, right? real pin versus virtual pin, right? At the end of the day, this one being a real pin, a 3/4 scale size that you can fit in your home without it being a stern, without having 5 guys or a crane roll it in your house and try to do all that mumbo jumbo with or reposition it or move it, take up the space. A lot of us don't have that space, right? And so this is a great affordable option. They knew what they were doing, they knew what they had, and they're rolling with it. So I'm really excited for them, obviously, for all their success that they're having with this Kickstarter. Dre got, I see the XL in the CornerCade. How you liking it, Danny? I think he's talking about the Midway, and then I got the NBA Jam right next to it. By the way, I ordered a BOE monitor for buy stuff. I guess they're on back order, so that kind of stinks. So I've been waiting for that. I'll probably do a video swapping it out to show you guys if you're curious on how to do that. But I also am waiting on a 2-player control panel from our boy G.I. Joel. So that'll be very interesting because, to my knowledge, I believe this is the first time he's going to do an XL control panel conversion kit. And if this goes excitingly well for him, which I hope it would, right? This man's a master woodcrafter. He's like Tim the Tool Man Taylor, right? I would assume that'd be something he would sell on his website. So for you guys that want to do conversion kits, much like Greg over at 99 Lives, that might be a route to take, which would be very cool for him. I'm loving this thing. As far as a multi-cade, right? It's not like a very good multi-cade, right? I think I read it had the Atari games on there, but for what it is, right? It's $200, right? It was $200. It's good. I'll take it for $200. $5.99, hard pill to swallow. That's a hard pill to swallow. And I said that in my review. I even said $2.99. I still think it would be a hard pass. Again, that was when I was a huge deluxe guy, right? But at $200, I mean, come on now. I almost wanted a second one because it's very similar to like a dynamo design where I can just mod it into something else. I can just mod it into something else entirely. Yeah, Prince Vinny, of course they still got their Jurassic Park. It's sitting right here. I can touch it. It's like right here. I'm touching it right now. The Yak Games. The Yak Games pinball is great. That'll be with us probably for a very, 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 very long time. B Kirby, I'm holding on to my Arcade What Up XLs, Burger Time Tron, Dragon's Lair. So all like the creme de la creme, dude. The Burger Times, the Trons, the Dragon's Lair, Frogger, NFL Blitz, and Joust. I'll sell them more when the XLs come out. Your wife's right. Get the Wonderland Amusements pinball. My wife's always right. Like, much of you guys that are married should understand the wives are always right, right? She told me to get the ad games. I'm actually, it's funny because I love it more than she does, which is crazy. I didn't realize that was going to happen. I was very hesitant to putting like this big pinball machine in the arcade. I'm just looking at it, it's like, I didn't know. But I'm glad she did. She pushes me to always make the right decisions. And she told me, she's like, no, Lennox. She's like my assistant general manager, right? She's like the scouting department, right? She's like, let X-Men go because we're gonna get some XLs and we're gonna get a better form factor to play X-Men on. And she's like, trust me, this is my favorite game. You guys don't understand. You guys know Mrs. CornerCade is smart as fuck, right? When she was on the show, you know her, right? She always calls this shit, right? And you should see her behind the scenes when she's talking to me. It's insane. Like, for as much as she knows, for how little she follows, it's incredible. She's a genius. Part of the reason why I married her, right? Kato, the VPX tables give you a much better experience than the At Games or Zen tables. That's fair. That's fair. I've never dabbled in the VPX. So I got the ad games and I like it. I like it. So it's very simplistic. I think if I hooked up like a PC to it and did some crazy shit, yeah, of course. Speaking of hooking up PCs, I was actually reaching out to a couple people. I'm like, what if I do an At Games Legends 4K, not a 4KP, but an At Games Legends Ultimate? Because they're $4.99 at Sam's Club. And I was like, is that because it's like an XL size, right? And I was like, I could put the thumb drive in there, have all these games. I'm like, would that be worth it? A lot of people are telling me no. Some people said yes, they love it. So I got kind of like a 50-50. It's not really like arcade accurate at all as far as like the form factor or like artwork. But if I put the BitPixel LCD in there, I was kind of thinking to myself, I'm like, that could be a really cool option. I don't know. Chat, like, what do you think? What do you think? Like, I know Gamer Fridge is here. Gamer Fridge absolutely loves his. So it's definitely an interesting route to take. Mike Hawkerts, WrestleFest and TMNT are likely buys, both if online play is included. Those are no-brainer buys. Those are no. For those of you that are getting into the chat here, you'll have to rewind this when we're done. But we did big talkings of obviously possible alliance with Arcade One Up and Basic Fun. Try to produce cabinets because both could be in financial distress or whatever, and maybe teaming up together would be the best option. You see that a lot of times with smaller companies, they merge together to try to keep the brand alive, right? No, I mean, it's not so much that. So not all, and in Mike Conquers, you bring up a good point. It says not all cabs are uniform in the arcade. Nothing wrong with mixing in XLs with deluxes. The problem where you come in with this is when I have the heights don't matter. It's the width. When you have a midway golden teeth, a big fat dude, right? It's like what 23 inches wide. Next to an arcade one up deluxe that's 18 inches wide, right? It looks odd. It does look odd. Like okay, they should all have the same thickness. The heights are going to be different because they're all different. Right? Shooters, racers, cabaret cabinets, HS ones, like they're all different. And midway cabs, they're all different designs. So that I don't mind. The heights, that's fine. Let them all be whatever they want, right? It's like the thickness though. It just looks kind of weird. Like, well, why would this NBA Jam be so thick and this Time Crisis be like a skinny pencil? That's to me. That's the part that I can't. That's the part that I can't get over. That's just me though. Game of Fridge says the ALU is great for the fighters. Great for the fighters. Kato says add a PC to that 4K pinball. It is not as hard as you think. Maybe I can ask Jason. Jason Little Alien, I know you're in the chat. And he's part of the VPX crew over there that is doing great, wonderful things. Maybe I can ask him and figure out all that stuff. I wonder if I can put it on my PC here and then upgrade my streaming PC. That would be dope. That'd be pretty cool. Julian says Street Fighter Alpha turns 30 this year. Damn, I'm old. That is it's crazy. It's crazy to see. Guys, time flies. Time flies. Like time flies here. We're having fun. We're at almost an hour and a half of chilling and chatting. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for being here. I'm gonna click on this link, guys. We're gonna head over to Zip. Oh, that mother effer. He sent me this picture too. We're gonna head over to Joe Zabos, my boy, baby. Let's see what he's got cooking here. Damn it, he sent me this picture. This is my design that I sent him. This is my design. He just put this side art over it. There's no way Ezekiel made this shit. I swear to God. I got to get a Sega sticker at the bottom too. I was telling him about this too. Oh, he's so funny. I told him about this and he added that on there. Oh God, I love Joe Samos. Let's see here. This is the one. These are my pictures. These are my pictures. So he did put this on here. Oh, this is awesome. Joe's got to do this. Joe, you got to do this for everything. Like if you're watching, I'll let you know through text. These are all my pictures, guys. This is my bezel. This is everything. I guess I really don't need to pull this out because you guys are seeing this right here, right now. I didn't go full side art like this, though. I just got the individual pieces, save a little bit of money. So maybe that's... Why is this all like dark gray? What is going on here? So how much is this? Full size medallion side. Oh, just the side art? Oh, here. Okay. Oh, so this is the one I did. So you see this one, guys? Now this is the one I did. So that's the one. This one does look cool. But I did this one because I'm just going to cover up that logo right there, that Street Fighter logo. And I'm just going to do that. And like the side art doesn't even matter. These things are pushed together anyways. But this one looks pretty cool. But I didn't like this like gradient effect. That's just me. I just didn't like that. Because this is how it was in the arcades, guys. There's many, many of cabinets that look exactly like this. In fact, I will try to pull one up for you guys right now. I've seen this video before. I'll try to... Oh, beautiful. This yellow T-molding. Okay, we'll do this. Oh, my bad. What am I doing here? I'm all over the place. I want to go hit the mute button. There we go. Okay, so if you guys look at this one, for example, right? Let's replace the screen real quick. So as you can see, okay, let's go here. Okay, so here's this golden axe, right? And this is shot like 6 years ago. It's not like 10 years ago or something. It's not that old, but you can see, like, look at this side art. Like this sword is a lot shorter. So this is how they came, guys. This is how they came. Like this is what this is. See if we can get a little bit closer here for you. Yeah, there you go. And I have the same marquee. This is kind of what inspired me when I saw this, just to let you guys know. You're getting a little insight to the corner. Look at there's Hydro Thunder, beautiful. Why are we looking at Hydro Thunder though? Let's go back to Golden Axe. So that control layout, this is how mine's gonna look. Buttons, everything, same kind of concept. Don't tell Michael B. Sider it doesn't matter. It doesn't. The calves are pushed together. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Yeah, Hank, doesn't that look awesome? Hank, Hank, stay tuned to the channel because you're gonna love this mod. Actually, guys, while you're watching this, I'll give you a little. You can watch this real quick. I'm gonna go get the actual the creme de la creme that I got in the closet right here. Give me 1 second. He's got this stuff all like taped together. I didn't want to take it apart, but I'll leave it right here. I'm gonna show you guys real quick. All right. Doesn't this thing look cool though? Doesn't this thing look cool? Oh god, it's so awesome. I've never played Golden Axe 2. It's just gonna be badass. Like he shows he does gameplay too. This is a cool little channel. This is Joe's Classic Video Games. If you want to go give him a sub. I haven't subbed because I just watched that one, but this is a cool channel. They do so many arcade restorations. It's unreal on this channel. So you guys can go check this out right here. But let me make myself big here. We'll show you guys real quick. So that was kind of like the flavor that here. Look at this thing, guys. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. Oh my god, you guys ain't seen nothing yet. Now I didn't do the Revenge from Death Adder because that had a different form factor. This body style is different. So the Golden Axe, the original one, this is the Dynamo. This is the Dynamo design, guys. So there you go. Reverse printed acrylic marquee. And then we got some crazy stuff here, guys. So I kept all the packaging and stuff here, but this is mine. This is the exact same thing. And then we got the swords on the back. See, so we're gonna place those decals on there, guys. This is gonna be incredible. I'm telling you, this was literally my package, and that's cool. It's cool that he did that. He's a smart man. It's a smart man. So you can advertise that. It'll be really cool. Like he should be doing that. Like Zabos, make that for everything. The Dynamo design is so interchangeable. Make those packages. I'm gonna let him know. I'm gonna let him know after the show. Gramps Arcade made it. Let's go, dude. Great guys just down the road from me. Oh, that is crazy. That is crazy. Those guys are down the road from you. Awesome, man. Dude, he's such a cool dude. Like, I've watched that Golden Axe video on and on. Maybe if I do another mod and I'll see if he's got him or something, then I'll shoot him a sub or whatever. I just want the one video. I think that was like the biggest one for me. Super nice guy in that video, though. Way too fast for you. He absolutely loves his At Games everything. He's got like 3-4 At Games products. I love the ALUs. One for light gun shooters, one for arcades with a 4-player control deck. I'll have to talk to you, buddy. I'll have to hit you up on Discord again because I'm kind of on the fence. I kind of thinking about it, but they're so wide. They're big boys. Like they're wide body big boys, and I just don't know is it worth it. Let me know. I don't know how to do coin ops. I don't know how to do any of that stuff. But if I can just plug the thumb drive in and hit like restart on the machine and then bam, I got games, that's what I'm all in for. That's what I'm all in for. We'll see what happens. Fourth Horseman says, I just don't understand people's obsession with True to Arcade. Literally every single arcade in the room is pitch black and the machines aren't even visible. It's quite dumb quirk. Yeah, I mean, a lot of arcades, were conversion kits too, like Golden Axe, for example. I am now out of tea, but yeah, as long as the marquee is good, right? The control panel bezel, that's really where I'm looking. That's the only spot that I'm really looking at. That's it. Yeah, I don't know. People have their own quirks, right? Thor KC, he's late. I don't know where were you, kid, but he made it. So he's back in the building, dude. Guys, what time should I start on Tuesday? Because we're going on, an hour and a half now. We got 63 people in the chat. When I first started, we had like 17. What time do you guys want me going on? Do you want me to go later? If you want me to go later, if you want me to go 9 o'clock Central, hit a 1 in the chat. If you want to go 8 p.m. Central, hit a 2 in the chat. Let me know. 1 for 9 p.m. Central, 2 for 8 p.m. Central. Let me know. Danny, just want to say, Julio Hernandez says, just want to say, Danny, love the passion on your show. You never hating on others about the community ball, the arcades. Haters learn to take notes. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. I mean, that's what it's about. That's what it's about. You got, okay, here, hit a 3 if you want me to become a drama channel. There's no time for it, man. Like, we got to talk about retro games. Like, this is what it's about. It's about the arcades, man. The arcades. When I rediscovered the love and passion that I have for arcades, it completely changed my life, guys. It just literally changed my life. It just did, guys. And you're on the ride with me, and I absolutely love it. Way Too Fast, where he says, I'm 6 foot, fits great. All I know is that ALUs, I walked up to an arcade, went up at Best Buy, and was immediately turned off. Interesting. So he's like Paul Multicade Mindeman, which where is Paul Mindeman, dude? We're talking basic fun. We're showing off his articles. Where's Paul Mindeman? Can somebody reach out to him? He needs to be here live, baby, in the building. Let's go. Oh, yeah. So Vic Vicious, yes. So Danny asked Zabos to do a Final Fight Dynamo package. Guys, email me. Vic Vicious, email me. If you guys want certain packages, I'll let Joe know. Throw them on the website. Because I was curious. So this was before everything. I was actually going to do a Final Fight. Just like take this Dynamo and just do a Final Fight, right? Because Final Fight was already on there and just kind of fill up the arcade with cool shit, right? And once the XL news happened, it kind of wrecked a lot of things for the good, right? For the good. It changed plans. Didn't really wreck plans. It just changed plans, right? But yeah. All right, so we gotta split. Yes. Oh, look at Paul's here, baby. Paul Multicade Mindeman. Paul, I don't need you silently lurking. I need you. I need you in the chat box because believe it or not, YouTube keeps statistics of comments in the chat box as well. That's why it's so irritating when I'm going nuts in other people's streams and I'm leaving like 40 comments. I'm like, damn, they're getting juiced up here, and then like I can't do that for myself because I'm hosting a show right now. So I need someone to juice me up. I need that Danny in the chat. Where's the Danny in the chat? Right here. Paul, you're the greatest, man. I absolutely love it. The articles that you do, it blows my mind, dude. Are you ready? Are you excited? When you heard the basic fun news, what were your initial thoughts? We want to know, guys. We want to know all your initial thoughts and feedbacks. I was going to end the show 37 minutes ago, but again, because of you guys, because your passion, screw my passion, because your passion in the chat box keeps us rocking and rolling here on Tuesday night. I'm still here. Guys. I got my golden egg stuff all over the place now. Let's see here. So Fourth Ward says my ALU is one of my most used machines. I play Pokemon, Super Mario Brothers 3, Pac-Man, Bowling, Golden Tees. How do I get all that stuff on mine? How do I mean that could be cool. I mean, I think it could be cool to have one multicade in your home arcade, right? And I don't count the Golden Tee Midway as a that's not a multicade. That's like a stock multicade. Let's see. Ken. Now, if I didn't have kids, I would consider this to do a 24-hour marathon. But I got littles, and that would never happen. First of all, credit to my wife holding down the fort. That's why this stream is so smooth and quiet. And so the kids are in bed right now. My wife is the backbone of this whole operation, right? And some would say she's the brains. I think the chat would agree. But she makes it happen. Without her, I mean, I got kids in here screaming and having fun and playing with the mics. Mr. Face broke my mic today. This mic you see here, he like pulled it off of the thing. And I said, Mr. Face, did you do this? What happened? And he said, no. And he put his hands in his pocket and like shook his head. Clearly he did it. He's damn cutie, but yeah, no. All right, we're getting Paul's initial thoughts, guys. Yep, Basic Fun might be the best or the biggest thing of the year or a total flop, one or the other. So yeah, I mean, we're along for the ride each and every day. This is exciting stuff. Shout outs to, again, Wonderland Amusements for coming through and destroying their Kickstarter by 5 times the amount. That's awesome. It's so cool to see those guys have success. I guess I did a poll on the channel. Let me see. Let me go over here real quick, guys. Did a poll on the channel to see if you guys have it. You can still go vote. It's still there. Yeah, let's share this real quick. Let's give a little news and notes for the 63 people and the people that are coming here, guys. Make sure you give this video a like. I know we kind of reiterate that a lot here. We're wanting the feedback, you know what I'm saying? But I said, let's make myself just a tad bit smaller so you guys can kind of see that. There we go. All right, I said here, out of all of the confirmed titles Basic Fun will be releasing, which one are you most hyped for? And guys, WrestleFest won with 37%. I didn't put Pac-Man in there because he only had 4 slots, and we've seen enough Pac-Man. I think everybody's seen enough Pac-Man. Now, to be quite honest with you, Centipede that came in 12th, don't sleep on Centipede, guys. An XL Centipede would look absolutely gorgeous. Even though it's going to have a horizontal and not vertical monitor, it would look absolutely killer. So trust me, it's going to be a sleeper right there. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is gonna be bomb. That's just, oh my god, this is just gonna be, it's a wild ride, and I'm glad you guys are on board for it. Let's go. WrestleFest is up there. It's gonna be interesting to see though. I think TMNT has like the most value along with Centipede because games line up. They're gonna have so many games on there. So TMNT is gonna be awesome. Obviously, that's one we missed at the CornerCade here when we sold ours way back in the day, back in 2002, guys. If you look at it, I think that's like one of the first videos we did was we got our turtles. That was pretty cool. But at WrestleFest, it's like, what other games are going to be on there? You know, Wrestle War, WrestleFest. Is that there are only 2 games? That one I have a lot of questions about. We need to know more about that. We need to know more about that. But a shout out to all you guys that voted. Over 118 votes were in on this. So it's always fun doing those polls. And yes, I did make those images from scratch. So shout out to Danny for working hard while he's in bed on Canva doing his thing. Let's see here. Let's make me big again. So there's that poll. So I was gonna put a poll. That's the poll for tonight, essentially. Like, guys, what do you most hype for, right? For coming out from this. Now, we kind of learned some things that maybe Arcade One Up will be working with, Basic Fun. There could be a handshake agreement. We don't know yet. There could be a lot of things. But yeah, so let's see. That Star Wars gives. Okay. Fourth Horseman says, I downloaded the game, so 2 terabyte SSD. Once you download it, plug it into the USB port, wait a few minutes, everything will load. You can click the BYOG menu, the bring your own game menu, load it. My kids could do it easy. All right. So that gives us hope. Okay, maybe I should do a little research on this. That'd be kind of cool. I mean, you'd obviously black out the front, get those games out of there, like we did the NBA Jam, put a coin door on there, and then call it a day, right? Call it a day. I think that would be kind of cool. I don't know. I got to think about this stuff offline. Like that's insane. That'd be kind of cool though. It would be kind of cool. Coming up, obviously, we had the golden axe. I'm just waiting on a control panel, and then we're gonna start filming that thing. So I can't do much now because we don't have the control panel. And the control panel really is everything. I got to get the right controllers in there because Arcade One Up made it weird where the first player has to select the games. It's a whole bunch of fiasco. This one's a little bit tricky, guys. So if you want to do this one, definitely watch the video because you're going to need to, because this one is just a little tricky on how to mod this one. It's not your basic 2-player setup. There's going to be a third joystick and an extra button. But then we'll be sliding out the marquee, and I won't have a Street Fighter in the arcade for a little bit. Now I can obviously go buy this one, but I can easily wait the 3 months for Street Fighter XXL to come out. I think we'll be good there. So we'll see what's up. Yes, I believe so. You have to pay for that. I think you have to unlock it. It's like $100 or something. The other Joseph is in the building. Rec Room Masters Extension, Cab, and Arcade One Up Hyper Spin build, and you'll have so many games you'll never get bored. I think it is cool. I mean, I do like, obviously you like the atmosphere of all the marquees. I want to come up and play this shooting game I want to play Time Crisis on a Time Crisis cab, right? But I think it would be cool because realistically, you're not galloping ghosts in your bedroom, right? You're not fitting every arcade ever made that was in existence in your home arcade. I think it would be cool to have at least one multi-cade to then just be able to hop on and play a game, have fun, especially if it had HDMI out where we can just hop on and play with you guys. Like, that would be cool. It's just my thoughts and feedback and comments and reactions right there live. So, yeah, so that's that. Let's roll here to the chat. Boofman is in the building. Says ALU is great machine. That is even better with the bicep riser. Yeah, I heard it's a little short. The control panel's a little short. I don't know. Let me know, guys. Send all. Can you do me a video? Can anybody send me some video? There's not a lot of reviews of this thing out there. Can somebody send me some video, games list, or BIOB, all that? Can someone send some stuff to me at TheCornerCade@gmail.com? That would be really dope because I'm really considering about getting one. I think it'd be a cool machine to have. I got one At Games product. Everything's different now, right? It's all different. And I think it would be cool to have kind of like a multi-game, but I gotta see like the menu. I gotta see what kind of games are on there initially. It's kind of like the Atari 50th, but I need more, I definitely need to put like the bring your own games, right? I gotta bring your own games, right? Because there's a lot of cool stuff that like is not gonna maybe come back to the arcade that I would like to still be able to play. Um Way too fast for you says, yeah, awesome sauce is the best. I got a 1 terabyte plugged in the USB cab, Cowabunga collection. That's what I'm talking about. Like getting some cool games. Now, looks like we're gonna be seeing this from Basic Fun / maybe Arcade What Up. We don't know enough details yet to kind of know what's going on here. But it'd be interesting to see Cowabunga collection, stuff like that, because it's got a widescreen monitor. So maybe playing some current games. I don't know. Sony 4K is in the house, baby. Says I installed my retro shooter inside my Mortal Kombat 2 Legacy using the Bicep Arcade's integration kit. Plays awesome, plug and play. The modding is just insane. The modding is insane. We're going to be modding, not anything crazy, but we're going to bring Golden Axe to the arcade, which will be cool because I've never played that. Wife's never played that. There's Wrestle War on there. There's Shinobi on there. Never played that. I played Altered Beast on Sega, so I never played the arcade version, which I'm sure is the same. And then the Revenge of Death Adder. So we'll have some cool new games coming to the CornerCade, and we'll have Miss Pac-Man coming tomorrow. I'll probably build that. Not really gonna do a live build. My wife now, when she works, she's up at like 4:30 in the morning, guys. So she's just exhausted. By the time it's 7 o'clock, she's ready to hit the bed. So maybe I'll build that obviously off camera. Maybe I'll have my little guys help me out. So we'll see how that goes. But guys, I appreciate everybody coming out tonight with a nearly 2-hour show. That's absolutely insanity. You guys making it happen. You're working me to death, and I appreciate it, guys. Hit the like button on your way out, guys. Leave your thoughts, comments, feedbacks, reactions down below. Are you hyped? Are you ready for Basic Fun to kind of take over? Are you ready for John D to come out with his joints and take over? Are you ready for all the excitement that's happening in a home arcade? Wonderland Amusements blowing their Kickstarter out of the water. Absolutely phenomenal job over there. And could Arcade One Up be actually working with Basic Fun behind the scenes to make some of these titles? We have yet to hear anything on a cease and desist, and they're already at a live event showing these off, much like John D was with his XXL cabinet. Guys, leave a comment down below. Give a holler and a shout out to everybody in the chat before you leave, guys. Let's fucking go. Let's get hyped and let's get the hell out of here. Go play your games. Have fun. Guys, this is Danny from the CornerCade, and we will see you all in the next one. You guys making me work overtime here. Ken, you're asking, do you still have the Wheel of Fortune Casino, Kate? Unfortunately, I don't. We had to sell that one. But I will say this. We sold it for $400 and we bought it for $250 brand new. So, I mean, again, the turnaround profit a little bit on that is it's not like we're trying to rob people out here, but we're getting fair value. I mean, we let the arcades go for $400. Look, he already knew there was an after show. This isn't an after show. I'm trying to get the hell out of here. Go play your games, have fun, guys. Yeah, it's 4:30. Please, guys, hit the like button. You guys want to grow, right? We want to grow with you. We're all here to grow together, man. OT. We're putting in OT. That's right. Bonus time. Good night, all. I appreciate everybody coming out. It was so funny. I literally forgot there was a show tonight. And I was literally going to play. Just this. It is what it is, guys. It is what it is. We're going to have some fun. My VR headset, by the way, is still charging from 3 o'clock. 3 p.m. I put it on the charger. It's still at 1 dot. And this is 6 hours later. So I don't even know if there's going to be golf. I don't even know if there's going to be golf tonight. We'll see. Does anybody here play VR? If you haven't, add me up, guys. The CornerCade, just the CornerCade. Add me up, and you can play VR golf with us. We have an absolute blast playing that. Just let us. All right, guys. I love each and every one of you. Joe Sabos, I'm going to hit you up because we got to get some ideas rocking and rolling for the community, and I'll let you guys know what he puts on his website. Yeah, smash that like. Let's go, baby. Get hyped or get out the way. Paul, I got to put your article in the video's description if I haven't already. And in the hotel, no, I'm not playing the menu game. I'm not playing the menu game on the NBA Jam. I got to get something to drink too. I wish you could, but just don't hit it twice because you'll like it, then you'll unlike it. So don't want to do that, buddy. But Dr. Torque, thank you for being here. Thor Casey, everybody catch the replay if you haven't. Rewind that sumbitch and see if you missed all that you want. I know a lot of people came in late, but guys, go have fun. Get out of here, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Let me hit the lights. Lights, camera, action. Let's go.